Hello everyone and welcome to an unboxing. This is for Nocturnal Ink. Nocturnal Ink used to be called Twisted Desires, but they have rebranded. They're just using the rest of the Twisted Desires boxes. Now, you are going to see a little... Now this, I may have to flag this one as 18 and older only because there are spicy images in this. So, for example, on the cover you are going to see a tush of a man. It's Twisted Desires and he's bound up laying there. So, and this is a explicit box. And let's just go ahead and delve right on in. So let me break the tape. Now I have canceled, this is a bi-monthly subscription. I did cancel this. The box here, I believe it's not for January, but for March. And I'm still waiting on January. So their suppliers or vendors take some time off. And so now I'm waiting on like 2 or 3 more boxes that they have yet to ship out. So let's just go ahead and see what this one is. This has 1 book in it. So this is what the inside looks like. So let me grab the, okay, I've grabbed this from out underneath the wormies. Now I'm going to get the book. Okay, and the book always comes very nicely and very well protected. So I'm going to get into the extras. So we have got 2 things of extras. Now let's go in this pouch first. This is usually a bookmark and stickers. Okay, so for the bookmark, we have You Make Me Want to Do Things, Sunshine. And this is that velvety, smooth, buttery smooth texture, which I thoroughly love. So, and it is the same on the other back, on the other side. Oh wait, no, it's a different quote, but it's the same like fonts. The other side says, things that would make you scream. So it's, you make me want to do things, sunshine. Things that would make you scream. That's the bookmark. For stickers, we have the Nocturnal Ink Book Company logo. Now this is going to be very reflective. So it says sunshine. And then we have, looks like possibly the 2 main characters. Okay, now into this. Not safe for work print. And this you can stick in the book. Or whatever you want to do with it. So, this says where to follow them. So it's the information, promotional information for the website, for the company. And then that's kind of all I can show you there. So yeah, definitely not safe for work, and it is the only art print. It does have that buttery smooth finish on it. Okay. I will probably more than likely re-sign up for this one at some point, but I need to pay off some debt, so I canceled several of my subscriptions, and this unfortunately is one of them. So, but at some point when I've paid things off or down enough, then maybe I'll treat myself to buying and re-signing up for some subscriptions. Okay. So this is Unhinged Cane by Brooklyn Cross. Quote on the back says, "Remember, Kirby, you're mine now, and you better not forget it." And then that. And then for its a stenciled edge, it's got a chain that goes all the way around it. It is a reversible dust jacket. I can show you the one side. It says, I'm going to fuck you the way you've only ever dreamed about, and no one will ever be what you need but me. I'm the part of you that's been missing. And then there's a not safe for work right on that side. So, and yeah. Okay, now under the dust jacket, it's a printed hardcover and with foiling, silver foiling. So it's unhinged cane. So we have chains back here, a man's torso, tattooed torso there. The spine, I don't see anything on there. Just says unhinged cane by Brooklyn Cross. And then the back has 2 chains and then a quote. It says, they should have been looking for the devil. Now, the stenciled edges are the same on the back as they are on the front. It says, wanted by the FBI, the chameleon killer, wanted for murder, thought to be armed and dangerous, reward for information. If you have any information relating to these crimes, please contact your local FBI office immediately. And then pictures there. It is signed by the author. And then the other side of that is publisher information. So let's see, this is originally published October of 2022. Then we have a dictionary, emphasis on the D-I-C-K. So it says, for whatever purpose you may need it, though, hey, who are we to judge? We wish to inform you that things get a little spicy in the following chapters. Chapter 2, Chapter 15, Chapter 28, and Chapter 30. Consider yourselves warned and enjoy the sizzle. And then there is a prologue. It looks like it is a poem. And then we are at the start of the chapter. So yeah, that is this book. So I'm going to put the dust jacket back on and then I will read the synopsis. Okay, so the synopsis says, I knew what my calling in life was at a young age. I was the embodiment of death. The scent of blood and watching the life fade from someone's eyes was more delicious than any dessert. With my twin, Abel, by my side, we reveled in the pain of others and the knowledge that we were above it all. Not even the FBI could hunt us down. The one thing I hadn't accounted for was Kirby and the unusual spark of emotion she created. Being a psychopath, I knew my range of emotions had always been limited. Things like love, regret, and empathy eluded me. Yet I couldn't stop stalking the woman that had piqued my interest. But all decisions had consequences, and hunting Kirby wouldn't just test my own rules. It would pull on the one bond I had, and Kirby was the hammer that might cause mine to splinter. To the outside world, I had a life that most would say was privileged, but to me, it felt like the walls were caving in and trying to crush me with their rules of conformity. Little did I know that my life was about to change forever. One drive was all it took. One decision to turn down a wrong road led to one heated glance that would catch the interest of the most notorious serial killer the FBI had ever chased. Once I was in his grasp, my world turned on its axis, leaving me breathless and desiring things I could never have imagined. My mind became a war ground between my conscience and my growing passion for a man my heart should never want. Would I be able to love him regardless of what he was, or would I end up on the wrong end of his blade? And these are explicit, so very spicy. Or they're spicy. I don't know how spicy, but I'm guessing very spicy, especially with the dictionary at the front. But spicy, these are dark romances. So if you like light and fluffy romance, then you definitely going to avoid this book and this box in general. These are dark romances. So I do want to double check. I do believe this one was for March. I'm still waiting. Yeah, this one was my one for March. I think I'll need to email them and say, where is my January books? Because I haven't received the January one yet. So this one's for March. So, and then I'm still waiting on May as well. We're now in July. So this is $60 every 2 months. So it's basically $30 a month. And you get the one special edition book and then obviously taxes. So if for my area with tax, it's about 67, 6609, 6672, 6717. So the price has gone up a little bit. So for May I paid $67.36, but I've yet to get that one. So just depending on the tax in your area, and of course with inflation and everything, things can go up. So I would like to resubscribe to this one at some point, this box, because I do find I do enjoy the dark romances. Let me know, have you read this book? Again, it's Unhinged Cain by Brooklyn Cross. Have you read it? If the author has other books out there, have you read anything else by this author? Definitely let me know. After hearing the synopsis, is this one that is a pass for you because it's too dark, or does it pique your interest? Definitely let me know. Talk to me in the comment section below, and until next time, stay true to yourself and enjoy a good book, and I will talk to you later.